Okay, hi. So today we have another question. Another day, another question. Ain't even gotta.
Don't do that, bruv. That's not funny.
Yo, so guys, today we have another question.
Such haters. Anyway, so yeah.
Who's a hater? I didn't say anything.
You laughed at me though.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you laughed like I totally agree. Anyway, so so Ryan got another question on Facebook, and so we are going to answer it here. Myself and Kelly Shell do not know the question. Ryan has read the question. We do not know it.
Well, I know the gist of it.
Oh, right,
Just a
okay.
little.
Serious.
Cool. So we're not. We don't mention no names, obviously, because it's confidential.
Anonymous.
Because it's confidential information, and obviously people don't want their business being publicly, blah blah blah, with their names attached to it. Anyway, so the message starts like this. Basically, I told you I'm seeing somebody. Well, we have a complicated history. Like, he is the perfect man for me, and I think he's somebody I could have a future with. Around November, we never spoke for like 2 months because he just cut me off for no reason, and that really hurt me. I know the person he is and can become. I fought for him, and now my problem is he acts like he don't care no more. But then when I ask him does he care, he says of course I care, and you know that like he don't.
So
I'm
confused.
so confused.
So confused. So super confused.
From what I can hear.
No, I haven't finished it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Shall I start again? Shall I read it again?
Oh, really?
With conviction.
No.
But then when I ask him, he says, of course I care. He makes me feel like I'm all alone, well, only recently, and I'm just in two minds because I don't like to be negative. I do want to fight for us because we have so much potential, but he knows I'm not the usual female. He's scared to love, and I feel like every time we get close, he backs away. He will look me dead in the eye and say he wants X, Y, and Z with me. I feel like he needs to make a lot more effort. He's screwed up, and I'm not the type of person to hold that against him, but I find myself being anxious when I'm supposed to meet him and he doesn't respond to his phone quickly because of what he did, right? She's like it's that bad that if we don't work out, I will be single because I just have this feeling in my body that he is meant for me. They say you know when you've met that one. I often ask myself, is it wrong timing? So
awkward.
yeah, of how to make him care and put in and show effort and show that he appreciates it.
Right. I have something to say.
Go for it, bro.
I don't think you should.
She just looked at me dead in the face.
Do you think so, Shelly?
I don't think he should.
No, I don't think you should try to make him make an effort. What's the point? He's not making an effort. How long have they been together for?
Oh, she didn't tell me.
And I don't think he's a perfect guy. Obviously not. He cut you off for what reason? He cut you off for 2 months for what reason? In someone's right mind, why would he cut you off? I don't understand. You think he's a perfect guy? I don't think he is. I shouldn't be with him.
Yeah, I agree. Because I've got a crate here.
Read that. Read the quote, blood.
Basically, it says.
Black clat. Sorry. Slipped out.
Whoa. It says. A man who is truly interested in a woman will find an endless number of reasons why he must see her. A man who is just playing around or confused about his own feelings will find an endless number of excuses why he doesn't show up. And I think that can be applied here, because if he was truly interested, then that whole 2 months thing wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't have been able to cut you off without any explanation and be okay with that. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think that he is being honest with you or himself, I guess, because he's sending out mixed messages. Sometimes he's on it, sometimes he's not, sometimes he's gonna go away for 2 months. You don't know what he done in that 2 months. Then he came back to you. Maybe he tried something else, it didn't work out, so then you became his fallback. So I don't, what was it that she wants to
She actually wants to know how to make him care, how to make an effort, how she can feel appreciated in these situations.
Okay, I don't think in this case that you should. I don't think there is a way, because it's going to almost be like you're forcing him to do something that he clearly is not feeling. He doesn't have something within him to do. So if you're forcing him to do it, it's gonna be unnatural. It's not gonna be organic. It's not gonna be holistic. It's just gonna be something you've told him to do XYZ, so he's doing XYZ. Then you're gonna find that you're not being fulfilled because he's only doing XYZ and not doing other things that should come naturally. So he's not gonna be anticipating your needs. He's not gonna be, because you didn't tell him to do that. So I think that you can't. There is a certain level of teaching that you can teach someone, and then you have to kind of leave the rest to them. It's kind of like riding a bike. So the stabilizers is you both kind of growing and getting to know each other. At some point the stabilizers have to come off, and you're both meant to just kind of act in a way that you know the other person will want you to act. And if he isn't doing that, then I don't think he will, and I don't think anything you do at this moment in time will make him.
She don't want to give him up, but before we even get to that, is this whole, like, everyone's got this whole idea of love is pain, and if it's real then you have to fight for it, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. No. You guys should be fighting together as a monolithic effort against the rest of the world. Do you know what I mean? You should never have to fight for your relationship, and if you have to fight for your relationship, then it's a relationship that has obviously gone wrong, so you need to fight to make sure you keep it, right? You know what I mean? So you shouldn't ever have to be like that, and we have this misconception, this distorted idea of what a relationship is. You shouldn't ever have to fight for your relationship. It should be like, you don't have to fight to breathe, and if you did, then there's something wrong with your lungs. You don't have to fight for oxygen. You have it there. Look, I mean, there's 7 billion people on Earth, bro, and not one person has to fight for their right to breathe. And love is as natural as oxygen. So you shouldn't ever have to fight for your relationship. It should come as naturally as you breathe. It should just be a thing you wake up and it's normal. Do you know? You shouldn't have to think about this relationship is a chore, this relationship is I need to fight for it. Bruv, you shouldn't have to do that. It should be something that both of you are fighting, if you want to use the word fighting, both of you are fighting for, which essentially makes it not a fight, because it becomes easy. Do you know what I mean? And there's a language that both people should be speaking, a language of understanding between the two of you. You understand? And that's what really makes it a situation where you don't have to fight for. Now, in terms of if she really wants to make it work, like you both have said, you can't force somebody to make you feel appreciated. What you can do, the only thing you can do, is be as good as you can be as a person, as a woman, as his partner. You can only be as good as you can be for who you, as within the remit of who you are. In terms of someone appreciating that, you can't force them to see that. Do you know what I mean? If someone's like, look, if someone's blind, there's no amount of you saying to them, look, you need to be able to see, that's gonna make them see. Right? You cannot make somebody see, but if they are strong enough themselves and they can heal, miraculously heal them, then they can do it. But there's no amount of you saying, yo, look, I'm doing this for you, I'm doing that for you, I'm doing blah blah blah, I'm doing this, that's gonna create their sight. They're not gonna be able to see that, especially if they don't want to. The only way in which they can see it is if they want to. That's when they'll be able to see what you're doing for them. That's when, bruv, it's not like, listen, you see, if someone does something for me, yeah, and I'm really appreciative, they don't have to tell me to say thank you.
Yeah, exactly. You let them know.
I'll go to them. I will say, listen. Every single time I see them, I'm gonna say, yo, thank you for what you did. You understand? Thank you. I appreciate it, because I need whatever the narrative will be. It will be. But I mean, so that's my input.
Yeah, and I think that if you are in a relationship that is equal, then that person will not put you in a position to make you question whether they are appreciative or not. Like what you're saying, like they wouldn't give you cause to feel this kind of this anxiousness in the pit of your stomach, and you feel kind of like that whole thing of like not being able to depend, and question. You don't have a sense of, I can depend on this person. Like, I don't think that someone who truly is in love with you and someone who truly cares for you will do their best to make you feel reassured.
If he was the perfect guy, would he be cutting you off for 2 months?
I wanted to speak about that, bro.
Would he be acting like he doesn't care sometimes and then act like he does care the other time? And if he was a perfect one, then he'll be making more of an effort rather than just making no effort whatsoever and letting you put all the work in. What's the point? Like, if he was at work here and you was the only one in the office doing all the work, wouldn't you say something? Like, it shouldn't just be you contributing to the success of the business.
Yeah.
It should be all of you in the office that is contributing to the success of the whole entire business.
Yes.
That's real.
Yes.
That's real. But you see, like, when she's saying she can see that they've got so much potential.
Where?
Yeah. Nah. What I'm saying is, when you see that something's got potential, like, you can see a glimpse of greatness, but right now they're not great. Right now it ain't perfect. Like, if I say to someone, oh yeah, I can see you got potential to be like a really good businessman. Alright, but right now you ain't even got your degree. Right now you ain't been through college. Right now you're just showing a glimpse. So yeah, so right now it seems like she's holding on to the idea that he's the perfect guy. Do you know, if he does this, then he will be the perfect guy.
Yeah.
But he's not doing that. That's the reason, and like we said in the other video, if you're questioning and alarm bells are being rung, there's a problem. And to add on to the 2 month thing, yeah, let me tell you, and maybe like not enough people know from the guy's point of view, yeah, but not all guys are out there trying to have this girl and that girl and rare-tete and blah blah blah. Not every single guy is trying to do that. So when a man really finds a good woman, yeah, and do you know what, from what she said to me, I believe she is, like, you know, really down for the relationship. Obviously, man only know from face value. I don't know her like that. But when a man finds a good woman like she's saying she is, yeah, a man ain't gonna go 2 months with a woman that he can't be without. That's real love, innit? When the basic premise of a relationship is to care for one another.
And to
you understand? Communicate, but to care for one another. And if you cared, or if someone cares, they're not just gonna leave you hanging for 2 months. Man wouldn't even do that to my dog. I wouldn't do that. Do you know what I mean? Without at least saying, oh, look, I need some space. I need to get my mind right. I need to blah, blah. It ain't you. Cliche as it may be, it ain't you, it's me. At least there's some, you know, explanation. So the basic premise of a relationship is already messed up. So the foundations now that you build upon is already shaky, you feel me? So anything that happens on top of this now, it just makes it harder to deal with.
Yeah. The only way that you will feel better within the relationship is if he changes. Like, there's no other alternative. I don't think there's anything that you could do. I don't think there's anything more that you can do than you're doing already that will make him change.
Now, for a solution, and like we said, there's no solution in terms of changing him. But what you can do, the only thing you can do as you know, the woman in the relationship, is to sit him down, right? Highlight what your problems are, and in a humble, respectful way, of course, convey these problems to him. Have a conversation as man and wife. Let him understand.
Man and wife, you know.
Man and wife. That's
They're not man and wife.
well, that's her hopes, at least. You get me? So sit down, you have the conversation, you highlight your problems. Because at the end of the day, if he doesn't know the problems, then he can't make a change. He might not even know that he's doing it. He might have just fallen into this way of acting, and yeah, that's how he's acting. Because once there's a clear picture in front of somebody, they can't deny that they see the art. They can't deny that they see the frame. They can't deny that the art is not right in front of them. And there's still no change. Then the only change that needs to come is you leaving his ass. I hope it works out for the best. Obviously, keep the end goal in your head and whatnot, but you know.
Yeah, and if she's on this whole positive stuff, then it wouldn't be seen as a loss. you know.
It's seen as an experience.
An experience.
Learning experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, sorry.
Not immediately.
You will find someone else. She said something like,
like
she doesn't think that she will find.
Like he's the one.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Because cool. So I know that she's read certain books in it, and she will understand what I mean when I say your mind is very powerful, and it can trick you into thinking. It can trick your body into feeling you have a gut feeling for this person. But fact of the matter is, if you were to leave, or no. You see what's dangerous is when you say I have a gut feeling that this person is meant to be with me, or I'm meant to be with this person forever. Yeah, cool. But if that person turns around and they don't have that same feeling, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So the truth of the matter is, if he did turn around and he said, okay, cool, well, I don't want to be with you, like he did for the 2 months before, or didn't say anything at all, just disappeared. If he did that, and you're still there with that gut feeling, the gut feeling is gonna go away eventually. Do you know what I mean? Or you're just gonna kill yourself.
She's gonna, exactly. She's just gonna live her life being like, oh my god, I want him. Exactly. You're gonna get deeper and deeper.
Anyone else that's got problems, obviously, know my face, but well, maybe you don't.
We'll put our Instagrams and Facebooks and social media stuff downstairs.
Downstairs.
Down in the description box. I've always wanted to say that.
Down below.
Yeah, we'll put it down in.
I see all them YouTubers being like, yeah, I'll probably put a link like
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, but I don't have Final Cut anymore, so.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and obviously stay tuned for more videos. They're not all gonna
yes,
be like
and so with regards to videos, we're gonna try and do. Oh, were you not doing the thing? Sorry.
okay.
With regards to doing videos, we're gonna try and get more consistent and more of a routine going. So we're planning to try and get a video up every Sunday. So make sure you come back and watch it. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, good night, good evening, have a good day.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, Heiser.
You're wrong hand.
That is such
who's
a
wrong
funny
hand?
thing.
Oh no,
I'm right.
Such a funny thing.
Ping, ping.